All right, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. This is episode 115. Welcoming Esso and Hynaken. What's the word, my good brothers?
We good money.
Good to meet you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to get right, man. So, welcoming you guys. Starting off with Esso, cultural influencer, celebrity music manager, entertainment executive, entrepreneur, Rand Park Entertainment. All right, sliding over to Hynaken. Right? Mr. That's My Type of Woman. Spit in her mouth. The Hynaken, a.k.a. the Scumbag. This is 50, BagFuel, EarPollution Pod, media personality and public figure. Yeah. Welcome, guys. How you guys doing?
I appreciate the rollout.
Absolutely. No, we're going to have a great conversation today.
As we should.
I'm excited to have you guys here. We're going to go a couple different places.
Go however you want to do it, bro.
Right? But I want to start here. So we got Little Peep, Triple X Tentacion, Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, Pop Smoke, and now Takeoff. All died under 30 in the last 5 years. So is there a safe way to be a rapper?
Esso always says do R&B music.
Okay.
R&B doesn't have to be tough. R&B doesn't have to live up to the tough guy persona. They're not required to check in. Esso was in the R&B world. He's been in the hip-hop world actively. Hip-hop, there's an element of aggression that we have to meet. If you show respect and you show consideration and courtesy, you're considered a softie.
Yeah.
You know, so you always got to be a thug about it. Yeah. And when you have that thug element, there's always going to be a level of violence, especially in this art form. Yeah. With the street money and the street dudes and the street ties. From my perspective so far, what you got to say, S?
Is there a safe way to do it? Was that the question?
Is there a safe way to be a rapper?
Nah. It's no safe way in hip-hop.
Yes.
Anything with hip-hop and popularity,
you
already got problems. Like, people, we're doing talk shows, and this is what we do.
Yeah.
But people will still want to know, like, what you did.
Yeah.
Where you come from. Are you tough?
Yeah.
What's popping? You know what I'm saying? Even with what we doing, because the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves, the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't foresee no way, because I had plenty of chances to be a rapper, get rhymes written for me, top-notch beats and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah. And this was before. I was like, I told Hynaken, he knows. I'd be like, yo, I said, niggas gonna try to kill me.
Yeah.
I said, niggas is mad at us now, and we podcasters. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if I was a rapper.
And we tone down what we talk about. If we really wanted to talk the way we wanted to talk, we would need armed security every day.
Yeah.
So there's aggression now with just even trying to be honest or being authentic. We demand so much authenticity from this art form. And when you're authentic, you're considered saying too much or going against the grain. But then if you dial it down, you're being a fraud or you're hiding something.
You
so you can't win.
You gotta walk that thin line, and just saying that from the aspect of being YouTubers and podcasters.
Yeah.
So if we're saying that, you know it cannot be any way to be safe as being a successful rapper. And like, some of these rappers aren't even what we would quote unquote call successful when they're getting killed. Some of them, they're just about to do something. Like Mo3, you know what I'm saying? I think that was his name, right?
Yeah.
Like he was just about to do something. You know what I'm saying? And they took him. Then you got people like Takeoff, you know what I'm saying, who was a rock star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so do you want to do that? People come to me and I tell them all the time and be like, I don't want to manage no rap. I tell them all before this was going on 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when me and him met, he would say, yo, why don't you just do this? I'd be like, because I don't want to do that rap music.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's too much that it's just too much that comes with it, bro.
But even from, it comes a lot comes with it, even from a manager's perspective.
Hell, nigga, you in the same shit they in.
Yeah.
Think about it. The manager, when the whole Takeoff thing happened, he was there.
He was there. The manager's
We're not going to say what he was doing.
Yeah.
But he was there.
He was there.
We're there.
And so you got to be in the fire.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you're a celebrity manager,
yeah.
What?
Think about it. You think Dame Dash was safe?
Yeah.
Their managers are making more than rappers that are successful.
I see.
Think about it. Puff, when Puff was rolling with Biggie, was he a rapper?
No.
But Suge Knight said, if you don't want to be the CEO dancing all in the videos.
You in the spotlight.
You in the spotlight.
Spotlight still, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, bro.
It's animosity, it's jealousy.
In the spotlight. People be shocked because we really be outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People see me and be like this.
What? The only thing they're always mad about, like, we thought you guys would be taller in person. I know you thought that. So that's a short ass nigga, right? That's why you laughing.
No.
Don't say no. Every rapper says you supposed to be 5'11".
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Self-awareness, my nigga.
Gotcha, man. So let's start early.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys grow up?
Brooklyn, for me.
I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You know
So what would you say are some of your earliest childhood memories?
Me, I like staying home, watching cartoons. That was my thing. I was still outside, but I just didn't care because I was like, I didn't like standing in front of the corner store for 20 hours on end watching niggas smoke. It just was weird to me. I'm like, y'all don't like staying home?
Yeah.
Your house ain't lit like that? It used to throw me off. And my whole family's crazy. I'm probably the most laid back, so it was always a disco. My mom, she's a lunatic, so she know that.
Yeah.
Every year she feeds her villagers and runs like all these cockfighting rings and shoots her guns in the air for all the voodoo spirits.
He's Haitian. He's Haitian for real.
He's Haitian. Okay.
Yeah, I don't do none of that.
No, he's Haitian for real.
No, they're Haitian for real. I don't do none of that shit. So, and then, you just come from that element of, and then you meet people, you start going outside. But my family was always ahead of the curve, so we started going out of town when we were 16, 17 by ourselves.
Yeah.
So I skipped a lot of steps. I went from staying home to we got our driver's license and we're going to Philly with no map.
Got you.
So it's a little bit different for me. I jumped a lot of steps.
Yeah.
Me, I was a basketball player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Saw
So
that.
those are my fondest memories, playing with Shaheen, playing with Rafa, who everybody calls Skip to my Lou, and you know what I'm saying? Coming up with another guy, Stymie, and another dude named 40. Kareem, who is DJ Chaotic down in Dallas now, my other man Bunkin. That was like that was my basketball core, and me, Kareem, and Bunkin was the tight friends. So.
Yeah.
Southside was really good to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 50 was there, Lost Boys was there. I mean, before people knew them to the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew 50 personally. I knew of Cheeks and them because they had me by some years or whatever, but I always knew niggas that they rocked with. They knew me. I threw parties and stuff like that. But I got very fond thoughts of Southside Jamaica, Queens. I say it all day on the TV show. I'm like, I represent my town. You know what I'm saying? So I love everything about Queens.
So the hood kind of saw you as the athlete and they protected you?
Yeah, I always was a ball player. So I always was a ball player, and I always had a whole bunch of chicks. And I rolled dice. I had money, you know what I'm saying? So I had my mother and father. And I took my allowance, and I started learning to flip my allowance at a young age.
How young?
About 11.
11.
So I started rolling dice.
What was your allowance?
$25 during the week. So I got $5 a day.
$5 a day.
And then I got $20 on the weekend.
Okay.
And that's what you had to have. So it was like $45 during the week. So I used to like save all my $5 and I played ball, so niggas would buy me lunch and, you know what I'm saying? Shit was free, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kept all of that little money, what I thought was something, and I started rolling dice, playing basketball for money. I was rolling with a dude named Snipe from Southside. That's how I really got close to Shaheen and them, because Snipe was from Liberty 170.
Yeah.
That's where Shaheen and them was from. Rafa was from 40.
Yeah.
So when you left Rochdale, when you walk deeper into Southside, you walk past Baisley, you walk past 40, and then you got the Liberty. You know what I'm saying? So that was my circle. So I was actually one of the few people from Rochdale. I spent a lot of time down in Liberty. They didn't really fuck with niggas from my side.
Yeah.
But because of Shaheem, because of Deshaun, because of Snipe, I wound up being Liberty and further into Southside. And then Rafa played ball. So Dave was alive then. You had Half. You know what I'm saying? As niggas that was getting money, Dave played ball. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to circle around. So it wasn't that I was so protected. I was just known for just being a basketball player and messing with chicks, and you gonna see me rolling some dice. I wasn't carrying no gun. I always tell niggas I was never a street nigga. I was a hood nigga.
Yeah.
I'm from the hood of Southside Jamaica, Queens. You know what I'm saying? So
what would you consider yourself?
In regards to
being were you on the sidewalks or were you in the streets?
Oh, I'm a Catholic school nigga.
Okay.
That's it.
What school did you go to?
Just regular Catholic school. I don't. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna associate anything, because one of the real things is when you try to pretend you're a street dude or even touch on that, it's offensive to other street dudes. Because one thing about a street dude, their resume is known throughout all other street dudes, or there's a way to know their resume. So if you say you put in a piece of work, then there's a paper trail, figuratively speaking, of how you can find out who's who and what's what.
It's called the nigga news.
Yeah. Exactly. The only reason I'm good, I just had a 2-year run of doing shit in the street, and it carried over. But that 2 years ain't nothing. I just got lucky.
Yeah.
Because if you really doing shit, you got to put time in when you locked up. That's just part of the college course. But because I went so many places, I traveled so many places, I did things over time, dudes would be like, yo, we know you not tied in, but you know all the policies. And I would say, yo, that's why when we talked with 38 Special, I was like, yo, Rochester Siles. He's like, how you? I was like, yo, bro, I was there. I knew about how dudes from New York City would come to Buffalo and get murdered because they thought upstate niggas was soft. So I knew about rolling through North Miami, rolling through Tobacco Road with the college kids, or et cetera, et cetera. So that gave me a little bit of leeway with dudes, and I always said that's why a lot of the times when the street dudes would get around 50, they'd be like, yeah, we fuck with him. You're like, why? He's good. But me, I'm a Catholic school nigga. I still did shit, but that shit don't count. It's not even preschool. It's,
I mean, I consider myself in the same boat, but one thing you said was knowing the policies.
I know the policies.
And I feel like, expound on that a little bit. How's that helped you maneuver? I mean, through life.
You show respect. You understand. One thing Esso always says: there's goons everywhere. There's killers everywhere. For some strange reason, especially in New York, we think we're so tough. And I'm like, bro, you don't want to know what it is in Nashville. Think about it. Before they actually murdered Young Dolph, they attempted to murder him and let off 100 rounds. That's 100 bullets. I don't know anywhere in New York City where they let off 100 bullets. Pardon me. So, and even how Esso told me how to maneuver before what happened to P&B Rock. Esso already gave me the landscape on which Roscoe's to go to, how to go to Roscoe's. It's an art form to move through the West Coast. He'll tell you. He's like, no, you're supposed to go on this Roscoe's if you're affiliated with this.
Go to Gower. Only go to Gower.
You see?
Stay on Gower. And you still might get robbed, but stay on Gower. That's where you go if you from out of town. You don't venture into all of them joints.
I just had a early lesson. When I worked, I've had jobs where I got to meet different people, and they were all street dudes. So I learned policies from the jobs I worked. I was like, all right, this is how Bronx dudes move. When we first met, I told them Queens dudes is the only borough that will let you rob them. Not let you. They'll get robbed in front of their girl, right? And they'll never say nothing to their girl. They'll wait 10 years and take that dude out. and never tell their girl I clean the slate.
That's a Queens nigga.
Before we started, I told him that. He's like, how you know that?
That's what made me and him get cool.
Yeah, I knew that.
Because I said Queens niggas will wait forever.
Versus, remember when that thing happened with Charlamagne and those dudes waited outside?
Yeah.
I knew those were Brooklyn niggas.
Yeah.
They did that so they can fuck bitches.
Yeah.
I know the clout game. I was like, those are Brooklyn. He's like, how you know? Because Bronx is too far.
Yeah.
Harlem don't dress like that.
Yeah.
Queens niggas ain't that style.
Queens don't want nothing on
we
camera.
Ain't not no camera. We ain't with no put it on camera on purpose. Nah,
yeah, I knew already. So
Yeah.
when you go, you got to understand, between he and I, we been in New York, you really don't got to go anywhere to experience a lot.
Yeah.
There's so much going on here.
Yeah.
So he and I have been going out of town by ourselves before we knew each other since we were 17.
Yeah. I was in college at 17.
So you understand? Yeah. We both lived down south.
I was in college at 17.
Yeah. And you went to Morgan State?
Yeah.
So
no, I burnt down Morgan State.
Look at him. This guy's a killer.
okay. So
I burnt down Morgan State.
So how are things going in high school as far as basketball that you ended up going to college?
My biggest mistake in high school was I was in this thing called Bunk 5 at 5-star basketball camp, and we all got caught stealing shit.
Okay.
So basically everybody in Bunk 5 got our scholarships taken away.
Okay.
So after that, I still went and played ball, finished the season out or whatever, but I always got good grades. So my mother, I never planned on going to college. Mm-hmm. My mother, they had left when I was 16 and moved away because they retired. I was the baby, so I stayed the last year and a half of school by myself, playing ball, doing everything. My father paid the rent and sent me my allowance. That same, whatever it was, it never got no grader. It might have got to 25 on the weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But by that time, I knew how to be like, yo, Aunt Janet, let me get $30. To my sisters, let me get $30, let me get $40. By the time I rocked everybody, because niggas knew you know what I'm saying, I was a young nigga, and they didn't want me selling no drugs.
Yeah.
I would take that shit, put that shit together, get my sneakers, roll dice, buy my food. So they thinking I'm buying Chinese food, but I know how to cook. So now I'm getting shit that's meals. So instead of getting $10 at a Chinese meal, I'm like, I'm gonna take this $10, I'm gonna go get meals for a couple days, and I'm gonna cook. So I did all that different type of shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I got to college, and my mother signed, she forged my name.
Yeah.
And they came back, and I just saw them, and I'm smoking weed, and I'm like, yo, that look like my parents. My mother was like, nigga. That's how she was like, yo, nigga, come over here, nigga. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I throw the shit down like, well, she's like, you going to college and you leaving in 3 days. And you going to Morgan State because we in Virginia, and that's right in the middle of New York, so you can come back and forth in your sisters. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you gonna rock out. How, ma? Yo, we got you a crib where you gonna stay at with this girl. They gonna turn the power. She had the whole shit mapped out. My mom was like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like the transition from playing basketball to now using my grades. Back then, I got like 11-10 on the SAT. That was big shit back then. You know what I'm saying? So I got in all schools, private school, Ivy League schools, all types of shit. Yeah. She just sent me to Morgan State because she was like, this nigga not gonna survive nowhere but a black school. He need girls. I was that guy. I need girls. Like girls was everything. Like he'll know. Even my wife, she motivated. I'll be like, yo, when she look good, she motivated. I'm gonna get more money. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna do that. That's my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what motivated me. And I just went to school and niggas introduced me to throwing parties.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized how popular I was.
Yeah.
I always knew I was popular, but being a young kid, 17 in college, you can't quantify and understand your popularity could now mean money.
Yeah.
And these DC kids showed me throwing parties, I could make money.
Yeah.
And I'm popular. And that was my way into the music business.
Yeah.
And then it just took off from there and evolved. You know what I'm saying?
So basketball was over in college, or do you?
Yeah, I actually went. I walked on. I actually made the team, but they wasn't gonna have a scholarship for me until my junior year, and that was a waste of time for me.
Yeah, that was 3 years.
Yeah. So I got to pay for 2 years and pay and practice and do all this other shit, loans and all that. And then my last 2 years, no, I'm 5'10". I don't jump that high. Maybe I need to get a jump start on what my career is gonna be. I don't want to go to Europe. I didn't understand going to Europe back then, getting money and coming back. I didn't get it. It was like NBA or nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, I'm going to do something else.
Yeah. I think that's the harsh reality that most people don't want to cross that bridge. And they lie to themselves, or they put themselves in that situation to go in debt and maybe work it out. But to be 18 and be like, you know what, I'm a pivot and find my next move, I think that takes a lot of maturity. And I think that's what I want our kids to see. You know, because conversation was always big on the youth and giving game. And we got 2 grown men here, you know, giving game who have seen, you know, 35 plus years of life, you know, and that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And I think kids aren't getting to see the other side of things. Like,
I think we don't make things cool enough outside of the standard athlete and entertainer. Now, being a stockbroker and flipping stocks is provocative because of what happened with GameStop. But if it wasn't for GameStop and you telling your chick, I flip stocks, she gonna look at you like a herb and cheat on you. But now,
there's something wrong with this guy.
I'm just speaking the facts.
No, it's a fact.
So
it's
now,
it's not a sexy thing.
No, I'm just talking shit.
No, we have fun like this.
Yeah. Like, be yourself.
Come in, be on the phone. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, guys? Something wrong with you, bitch.
Yeah, you come up to a chick, you be like, yo, you got 4 guys, garbage man, a stockbroker, entertainer, and an athlete. Dealer. The garbage man is easily making 6 figures. He's out. He's out the picture. He's out. He's done.
He's done.
And he gets paid every week.
Yeah.
And got insurance.
Yeah.
And can put you on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the drug dealer already supersedes him.
Yeah.
So now where's the stockbroker go?
He's under drug dealer. He's under drug dealer.
Is the stockbroker over the garbage man though?
The stockbroker's number
Before
2.
GameStop.
No. Stockbroker's it's garbage man at the bottom.
Yeah.
Fact.
Stockbroker, drug dealer, entertainer / athlete, nigga.
Yeah. There you
Bang.
Go. So,
But ain't nothing changing that.
No, but we have to make things look provocative. Because since GameStop, when you say you flipping stocks, don't you see girls like, yo, put me on?
Yeah.
Now it's more engaging because they know it looks dope and there's large sums of money that
They
can
know it's money in it. That's it.
Anytime you can make large sums of money
Shit about the money.
without having to do any effort, and it requires some level of sophistication, brain power.
It's
lady.
Yeah.
So we got to make lawyers look good, doctors look good. If we can get a lit politician.
Yeah.
You know what we had a real back and forth about was this. Can a rapper come out and say, I used to work at McDonald's or I had a regular job?
A drug dealer rapper.
And I was a garbage man.
Not a J. Cole nigga.
Yeah.
Would Young Jeezy's raps have mattered if you knew he worked at McDonald's at 18?
To me, yes, but
to
the masses, no.
Let's hear it.
But to the masses, no. Because I feel like
to the masses,
no, though. Because for me, like I said, we get to see the other side of life. So that's where he started. He was able to invest in himself. He probably used McDonald's money to pay for studios, and that's where he's at today.
But he's even saying you could have went from McDonald's and still sold drugs. But the fact that you worked at McDonald's, he can't ever say that. And I say yes, he could.
He can say that.
There's niggas that sold drugs and worked at McDonald's.
My man right there shaking his head.
Can't say it.
No.
He can't say it.
It's sustained.
Thank you. I told you. I don't put.
The streets is about credibility, and once you have those things, it's just like getting beat up as a kid. Even like a tough guy, like it's the way you got beat up. Like he goes to fight, but if you got stop, man.
Go. You see, go.
Yeah.
Count when you
Yo, this conversation flipped. I like this.
But this is how all our conversations go.
We're not talking 14. We talking 16.
No, but niggas gonna hold 14. Nigga, you got jumped at 14.
I got 16. You got your ass with the 16.
No, we ain't talking 14. We talking about 16. You in the street, you a man.
That's good.
You ain't no kid then. You man.
So he got jumped at 16 and he's 40.
No, not
Listen
jump.
to what he said.
Like if me and Esso
One-on-one.
fight, one-on-one. If he trashed me out, stomped me out, and they like, yo, you the guy
16.
who got trashed.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Let me say this, and Hynaken go. I say this to Hynaken all the time. I say, you know what has worried me? Because although I've been a hood nigga, everybody knows I was in the street.
Yeah.
Everybody know, nigga, I survived nigga trying to murder me and shit like that. I was in the street, though, although I shouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Street niggas think very differently.
It's different policies.
You can't bring logic, and I'm not even talking about policy. Fuck the policy, nigga.
Yeah.
The niggas think real fucking different. So no matter what type of thing that Ghost might say, 16, 14, a street nigga will be like, yeah, nigga. And you'll be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, nigga, that fucking count, nigga. That because of this and because of that. And we will be looking at the nigga like, yo. And I told Hynaken, I said, the first thing my mom was in the street, my nigga. And my mom said, yo, Randy, that's my real name. Yo, be careful. Street niggas think real differently, my nigga. You think logically, you think smart and all that. And I'm not saying that street niggas is dumb. I'm just saying, Randy, they think real different.
But the problem is, I understand the policies, even though that's not my thing. It's just like when we spoke about Takeoff and what happened and the retaliation that's coming.
Yeah.
And people don't understand QC is about that life.
Yeah.
So in street policies, it's an equal body for an equal body. Do I believe in that? No. Even if they take out the dude that shot Takeoff, that's not equal level of the status. You need an equal body for an equal body. How does a Catholic school nigga know this? Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. I spent time with enough ridiculous niggas. My family's, I tell
People
you right
be
now,
around
the
gangsters.
women in my family have bodies.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until 2 years ago. I told them, one of my family members, I don't even want to say on camera. He said,
Can't. What the fuck you mean?
You can't.
What do you mean you don't want to say you can't?
Yo, he looked and said, and that person wants to meet him.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I want to meet your friend. That guy sounds like a killer, yo. It's like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he know
They Haitian for real.
Yeah.
That's why I started the conversation. Ghost said something about him. I said, yo, Ghost. I said, yo, but on some real shit, no matter what, they Haitian for real.
I'm the most non-traditional Haitian nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But for me, that's how I personally survived because I understand everybody got their own thing.
Gotta see both
You know what I'm
sides.
saying? It's like I grew up scared of every nigga, any nigga
I don't
that
think
was
you was
from
scared.
the United States. I was afraid. I had a Haitian chick, and I really liked her. 2 of them. I told him the story. Like I keep it real with them. I said, growing up, I was scared of y'all. Niggas had me really on some voodoo, be careful, don't go in the house, you leave a piece of your hair strained, you in trouble, all these other types of wild shit.
Yeah.
Nigga go slapping.
Yo, this is real, see?
We talk like this all the
This is
time,
what I'm
bro.
saying.
That's how we have fun.
I am a hood nigga.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought California was fake. How about that? I tell people that shit, niggas like, what are you talking about? I watched basketball. I used to see Magic Johnson walking in, and the shit was daylight, and it was pitch black dark in New York City. I'm like, this is not real.
I see.
You're bugging.
Yeah.
It's no fucking way that this sunset in the West, and back then, they were... We're 3 joints behind now. We were 4 joints
the
behind
time
back then.
difference, yeah.
Like they changed it, so it was even further time. So when it was 8 o'clock here, it was 4 o'clock there back in the days. And I would be like, nah, bro, I don't believe this shit.
Yeah.
So that's how naive I was. My frontal lobe was not developed. But as I started bobbing and weaving, I started seeing shit.
You gotta expose more.
And I started the thing that carried me through the street the most was the values that my moms and my pops gave me.
Yeah.
Street niggas didn't have they pops.
Yeah.
So niggas would be in awe, like, yo, tell me, like, I would be like, what my pop said. And I'm the youngest nigga, they be like, oh shit, that's what your pop said?
Yeah.
Word. And that would be a big deal because I carried those values. It was like, I was there with them, but I was different.
But you was different, yeah.
And I played ball. So, and I wasn't scared of shit.
Yeah.
So it was like a whole ball of this this totally different shit that was going on because I was really one of them too. You know what I'm saying? So those values that my moms and my pops instilled in me, it just carried over to how I met him, how I deal with people. My first thing with dealing with people is how my moms do. She brings it, I'm gonna take you out to eat. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let me even see if I like you as a person before I let you into my heart. My shit is limited. My circle's small.
Yeah.
The last person to get in my circle is Ghost.
Yeah.
And he didn't get in there. It just naturally goes down.
And we're all antisocial.
I follow vibes.
Yeah.
That's who me, and shit goes down. I'll be like, yo, that's God, Hynaken. I just follow the path.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I relate to that. I grew up with my mother and father.
Dope.
Grew up in the South Bronx. Same here. You know, I'm a 90s baby, born in 92.
Okay.
My older brothers was gang members, so I kind of saw that early. Didn't want to go that route. Baseball, to me, was my thing.
That's the thing in the Bronx.
I played baseball
though.
first.
Yeah.
Bronx and Queens, it wasn't
I
so
played
much in
baseball.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's always football and basketball, but I'm into baseball.
Yeah.
So Bronx, black dudes, Spanish dudes, Queens.
I stopped playing baseball though because there wasn't no chicks coming. I ain't even
Yeah.
gonna count.
What were you,
It was
catcher?
trashy.
First base pitcher.
I played every position.
Yeah.
Catcher,
Pitcher, that's thuggish
I
as a
switch
black
hit,
dude.
everything. Nigga, I was all world in baseball. Me and Don DeMarco played baseball together. I traveled, everything.
You should have kept the baseball, man. You could have been big time.
I probably would have been
Especially
big.
seeing how Altuve's killing, and he's
Yeah.
like 5'6",
Yo,
and he's
real
like,
talk,
yo,
real
that shit,
talk. You
this is-
asked Don DeMarco, I was probably better than that. Yo, my nigga, I was fast.
I was good at
played every
softball, not
position. I
baseball.
switch hit. My grandfather played in the Negro leagues.
That's fire.
So that shit was all in me. My father was a football player, baseball. All my cousins is athletes.
Yeah.
Everything. Even my daughter played basketball and volleyball and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just where we come from and shit.
That's fly.
But yeah.
So I do relate to that, you know, having your father there, different conversations that you're able to have. Like, out of me and my 20 friends on my block, only 3 of us had our pops. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one block, though. So you could just imagine
when
the
you
rest
multiply it.
of, you know, you multiply everything of all of New York City. How many kids are growing up without their father? So it is a difference. And there's different gain that you carry. Even when you carry yourself, I feel like not all men that grow up with only their mother, but sometimes you do have female tendencies.
Yeah.
You know, niggas like to argue a lot. You know what I'm saying?
But is it even the tendency, or is it just the fact that
It's just the fact.
you,
You don't
have a
you
male-
understand authority?
Yes.
Authority, like where a street nigga, somebody might say something to a street nigga be like, yo, I'm ready to pop this nigga, but you'd be like, nah, that's cool.
That's cool.
I get it, because my father be coming like that. It ain't no big deal.
Yeah, you see
he
it
don't mean
differently.
nothing by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna respect him. I'm gonna let that go.
Yeah.
It'd be a totally different style of respect and how people like I respect, because of my father. When I walk in these doors, I respect every nigga in here. I make sure I try to say what's up to everybody. I dap everybody up. Yo, we good. Yo, whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody. The one thing I said to him, I said, everybody with us, whether it's J. Cole or it's the unsigned nigga, I give them all the same respect.
Because in 7 months, they could be the next big thing.
That's a fact.
They all get the same respect
Yeah.
from me.
Or
I
in
mean,
7 months, you could fizzle out.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say thank you for you know, answering my DM. You know,
Yeah,
that's
no
how we
doubt.
met. I commented on his picture. Like, I would love to interview you someday. Yo, DM me. I DM'd you. I sent you the Vodka Rondon episode. You said, I'm going to check it out, and I'm going to hit you up.
And he don't like consuming content, so that's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so that's good to know. You know, he checked it out. Yo, what's your number? He called me, and it happened like that. And I was like, whoa, like, just like that. You know, I got you guys on the show.
No, of course, man.
That's how we do
going for it,
business.
man.
Yeah.
People just don't be going for it. Like, certain niggas, like I always tell them, certain niggas pay me to be on shit. Certain niggas, I'll be like, well, you know, if we do this type of thing, I'll come and do it.
Yeah.
It all depends on what vibe you come with,
Moments,
how you
yeah.
come in, the day. I might be having a really great day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might be needing some money at that time to pay for something. It
Yeah.
all depends.
Yeah.
But it's usually when people come at me all real, it happens.
Yeah.
That's what I personally respect. Like, you know when shit is real and when
Yeah.
it's not real. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas bold enough to hit me in front of everybody else,
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Yeah.
See, I might be giving niggas the key on camera. I wasn't saying, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because when he did it, that's how you know it's real. He's putting himself out there. That DM shit when niggas trying to fuck with you, you don't know. And I called him. I said, yo, I don't want to do no controversy shit. I don't do all that no matter what niggas is talking about. I don't do that shit. I said, and if you cool with not doing that shit, I'll come do your show.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes.
And I just kept. But that's how I keep it with everybody around the table, my nigga.
Yeah.
If you keep it real with me, I keep it 1,000 with you. We good.
So we're gonna go to Twitter for a little bit.
Oh, that's his.
What about Twitter?
I like Twitter.
That's all him.
So we're gonna start with you, Hynaken. If you knew what I gave up just to be average, you'd understand why I can't quit.
Yeah, like my parents wanted me to be doctor, lawyer, engineer.
Yeah.
I could have had a lot of jobs where I had promotions. I'm well off, married already, 2 wives, 3 girlfriends, all of that. Easily. I could easily.
What's wrong with this dude? Son?
But
Dude's crazy.
I invested a lot to be into this game.
Yeah.
And people were like, you're not going to make nothing out of this.
Yeah.
So to me, this is my NBA. So if I gave up all of this and all of that, and even times I struggle with it, there's more I can do. He and I argued about me not doing enough.
Yeah.
So
Argue actively.
Still. So, you know, I just look back, I'm like, I could have had a daughter that's probably going to college now.
Yeah.
That's if I was busting nuts early or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, gave my mom's grandkids, all of that. Had 3 houses. But would I have been happy being an engineer or an accountant or a lawyer? My pops. Thank God for my 2 sisters.
Yeah.
One's a doctor, one's a lawyer. Yeah. So they got to show that to my pops. Me and my brother, we're both in the music industry.
Yeah.
He does other things. I don't talk to him about that. If we got to merge, we got to merge. But he didn't meet that brother. But that's what that came from. Like, I gave up a lot. The standard American dream.
Yeah.
But
especially having immigrant parents. My parents were from Honduras.
So
I
you
get
know
it.
already
The
then.
standard is
Shouts out to Honduras women.
shout out.
Shout out to So Fly, Soraya Fly.
Yeah, you good money. But that's where that comes from because, you know, how do your parents explain what you do? His pops thought he was a drug dealer because he's never had a regular job. Yeah. So he's just like, how's my son supporting himself?
He thought it was a drug dealer up until Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a lot of years, bro.
Look, yeah.
Look, I'll put his head down like, he knows.
He thought I was a drug dealer up until Corona.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So,
and
and sometimes I write those things to remind myself from when we're going back and forth. Even Ghost and I go back and forth. We just met. It's like, honey, that's how you post the videos. Yeah. We got to do this one.
Ghost is
oh, no, he's hardcore.
Yeah.
Ghost is a totally different animal.
I'm scared of him.
He's the only person I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
Because he's so, you can't
play
read
that
him.
game.
You just got Ghost is the type of person, the only way you could deal with him is you just keep it 100 all the time.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I know that, because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
When you break down that 100 on me, I ain't the same.
Yeah.
I might trust you and we might go forward, but when you keep it 100 with me, you can get anything that you want from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that was one of the Twitter
quotes. So we're going to go back and forth.
All right.
So this is you.
I got a Twitter question?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Lord.
So don't fuck up your progress trying to rush the process. The process is the purpose.
Yeah. What you want to know about that?
What do you feel about that? What does that mean to you?
Yeah, the process is the sole purpose. Like, the process is the most enjoyable part of your journey.
It is.
Sometimes we don't realize that. The process is your freedom.
Yeah.
We actually just talked about something like this coming over here, come to see you when I said, yo, we able to send out footage and do certain things. I said, well, let's enjoy it while we could do it. And he said, what do you mean? I said, because when we get one of these deals, we're not going to be able to just freely do everything that we want. Yeah. So I always now enjoy the process. Rock Wilder taught me that. Yeah. A long time ago. I thought it was about work. He knows, but before Corona hit, me and my wife used to take one vacation a month.
Every 5 weeks.
Every 5 weeks we was going on, not no
fake vacation where they go on the zip line or ride the ATV or get Mai Tais off the resort. That's a fake vacation. You know that, right? A rich nigga told me that.
Yeah.
So he been taking rich nigga vacations before I knew what that was.
Yeah.
So when a rich nigga told me that, I said, salute to you, so you take rich nigga vacations.
But when he first met me,
Yeah.
this is all topic.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah.
When he first met me, I would be like, yo, next week, you know, I'm going on vacation. He'd be like, oh, all right, cool. So after like the 3rd month, he was like, yo, let me ask you a question. You go on vacation every fucking month?
Yeah.
I said, yeah. I was like, me and my wife, we go somewhere 4 or 5 days. We take off 4 or 5 days every month. And it don't be just on some, we just gonna go someplace. No, we going to the Fountain Blue and we got our fucking reservations at the Drunken Dragon and all these different places.
How he talks, you could tell he don't use Hotel Tonight apps. I do. My sweets be up, but you can tell.
I don't use
he
Hotel
use a black
Tonight.
card. I use Hotel Tonight.
So before Corona, my father would also be like, yo, how the fuck, like this nigga always going on vacation.
You want ill drug dealer.
I always travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got into the music business to travel.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the world and I wanted to spend a lot of money while I'm seeing it. And I wanted to save my money, and I wanted to do it like nobody around me has ever been done.
Yeah.
Not like this other person, anybody from Southside Jamaica, Queens. This was before 50 Cent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing this shit before anybody knew about 50 Cent. I was throwing parties in 99, big ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Huge, ginormous shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was always a whole type of different thing to me. But I always learned, like, before then, it was work. But Rock Wilder was the one that was like, yo, Duke, we just got a check for $200,000. I'll be like, I know, I got 40,000. Like, I'm going to save that. Nah, Duke, you bugging. We going to make other $200,000, my nigga. Save some of that, do what you got to do. But we need 10,000 of that. I'm like, I'm new to this shit. Like,
Yeah.
10,000 of what? What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Like, $10,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Nah, we going to California. We going to celebrate. We are? Yeah, then we going to shoot down and we going to go to Miami and we going to rent boats and shit. We going to celebrate. We are? Yeah. So that other 10 grand, that's for your family. Pocket that 20 and we good. That's how we starting.
Yeah.
Because you got to appreciate and enjoy this journey.
Yeah.
And that's what I bring to him. Like, I swear to God, like, niggas say stuff. I'll be like, I bring the music business to podcasting and YouTubing, the lifestyle. When I leave here, normally, we got a check today. We're all supposed to go, me, Ghost, and Hynaken. We're supposed to go somewhere and eat.
Yeah.
And talk about it.
Yeah.
And have fun and talk about how we're going to do this more and get bigger checks.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. Like, he'll be like, well, we gonna eat pizza. No, I want to sit down. I want to eat and drink and talk
Yeah.
and build. Because when we leave here today, this little shit, nothing. This is just to get us to the next step. This is a part of the process.
Yeah.
And we got to enjoy the journey. When I came out, I said, yo, I'm going to do it, booze and boom. He had the champagne. I told him, I said, yo, this is exactly what I want. This is what I drink.
No problem.
You want to get the best from what we got going on? Have some champagne there. That's how I move.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of my journey. That's part of my fucking process and enjoying it along the way.
Yeah.
Every man craves certainty.
I got that from Alfie Solomons from Peaky Blinders. That's Tom Hardy, the actor.
Yeah.
We got the same birthday. I don't think the same birth year. But there's a lot of times, and Esso will tell you, like, I'm very passive with things because it's either 0 or 100.
Yeah.
So I'd rather stay at 0 because then there's no in between. I'm just gonna start wilding.
Yeah.
And he's never seen me wild. Ghost actually saw that day where we had an incident. I was pissed off and I didn't talk for 2 hours, and you could feel the negative energy.
Yeah.
So I try to control that. So a lot of times I'd rather just be laid back with things. So there are times when I'm in relationships with girls, I don't be too authoritative with them. I just be like, until I be like, yo, you're fucking wilding.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot for that. But the certainty is, hey, you need direction. You need understanding. When you're in limbo, you don't know what's going on. Like at one time, I took care of something but I didn't tell Esso what it was. He's like, you're supposed to tell me you took care of it. I was like, why?
Yeah.
That also is to remind myself. Same thing with Ghosts. When we're doing business, I gotta let them know things are certain. Because then if you're in limbo, what's your direction?
Yeah.
So that's why with people, like especially in relationships, I tend to just chill because I start saying, yo, what the fuck we doing? And it'd be a lot for them. It's a lot when I do it.
Yeah.
Because now I'm gonna put the pressure on you, like, all right, then go fuck other niggas then until you figure it out.
Everything I think about a female.
No, but I'm just giving you an example.
Everything gotta go to the female
Or even whatever it is.
Yeah.
After a while, what we doing?
Yeah.
All right, we got this amount of money. What we gonna do? All right, I'm gonna chill here for a little bit.
Certainty is good.
Yeah.
So that's really where that comes from. It's more of the mindset of if you're too passive and too limbo-ish, you can be caught up in a situation. So a lot of the times he's my spirit animal for certainty.
Yeah.
So when I'm being too laid back, he'll be vroom. Or when he's too wild, and I'm like, yo, bro.
So it's balance. You gotta
Nigga,
balance each other
chill,
out.
bro. We had an incident. He's like, why these motherfuckers do that? I'm like, if you was in his place, wouldn't you have done the same thing? He took a deep breath. He wanted to say, fuck that. And then
It changed my whole situation around.
Yeah.
So, that's really what it is.
That's
That's where
right.
certainty comes from. Otherwise, you'll be in
Shout
limbo.
out to my brother-in-law. Shout out to Sorority Barbie.
Absolutely. He'll see this in a couple days. So being consistent is the most important thing you can do. That's it.
Yeah. Being consistent is everything, bro. Whenever you're trying to I'm always talking on the level of making money for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? But even if you're working for somebody else, everybody relies on somebody who's consistent. He's the most important person in the building.
Yeah.
You know he's on time. You know he's going to do his job. You know he's on point. When you don't got to worry about somebody, you can excel. You need that. That's a backbone piece. That's very, very important. Me and him had a pact together, like no matter what we do, even when we argue, because we argue a lot, and I try to take that out the air and bring positivity in and say, yo, I say, because if we stop going back and forth and we can understand where each other is coming from, we'll even go further.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the consistent part is how you know what's coming. You know what to expect from me.
Yeah.
Being consistent is the first staple of any brand.
Yeah.
Consistency. You know what you're getting from Polo.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting from Balenciaga. You know what you're getting from Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting from Beyonce.
Yeah.
These are all brands. These are all people. You know what you're getting from Gucci. You know what you're getting from Kanye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Reliability.
On some real shit. And the first part of it is being consistently coming with shit that people like, want to hear, listen to. That's the psychology. That's the first building point of any brand. You want to be successful with doing this shit, the first thing you gotta do is be consistent. Niggas ain't good, but niggas be consistent.
Yeah.
Okay? Niggas is gonna keep coming, and when they not good, you know what they gonna do? They gonna get a good one.
And once you get that good one,
Bang, you're in the building.
everything rolls in.
Yeah.
But you ain't better than him or them. Nah. You just more consistent than them. You're putting yourself in position to win.
You know what we were doing yesterday on the phone? We were looking at when Mr. Beast, YouTube sensation, changed its format.
Yeah.
And we looked, I scrolled down from 9 years ago. I was like, oh, he was doing video game tutorials or whatever. Doop, doop, doop. Then I kept looking, and then he shifted 5 years ago.
We ain't even tell Ghost nothing about this. Because Ghost is the one that put me on to Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
he don't even know that we already started studying Mr. Beast's page from 9 years ago and saw what he did to change
shift.
and get his followers and what the shift was and the quality and what he did and how we could spin it and all
Listen
of
to
that.
this. Mr. Beast spends $30,000 on thumbnails. Phrase YouTube. Say that to yourself. Tell your lady or your side chick or whatever you got, you're spending 30 bands on thumbnails. She's gonna be like, yo. So that's what we're up against.
Yeah.
When you're trying to really matter in here. Joe Rogan is shooting multiple episodes. Joe Budden's probably shooting 4 episodes a week.
Yeah.
I don't know where he finds the courage or the mentality to talk about all this stuff. Ain't that much shit to talk about.
Yeah.
You're going to have dragging conversations. This is what you're up against. So what is it for you to be consistent? Oh, I'm a podcaster. I record twice a month. So?
We used to record 4 times a month when we first started out, and that wasn't even enough.
That's nothing.
We can record 4 times a month now because we have somebody like Ghost, but we still need
You need way more. Way more.
Yeah.
The content shit is revved up, and then the more popular you are, the more they want to see you.
The demands.
The more they want to see of you. You know what I mean?
And you got to deliver compelling dialogue, perspective, outlook, because everyone's doing this. So what are you going to say that they ain't saying?
Yeah.
Women be on toilet bowls in Dubai just to have a vacation pic and caption that reads, "I prayed for this life."
Yeah.
And screamed, "Boss babe."
Yeah.
How this nigga got all our quotes?
No,
like
it's
that?
on
It's Twitter. Remember, I asked you for your Twitter and I found his Twitter.
It's easy.
Yeah. You know,
So-
Twitter are your honest thoughts.
No, I know. So there's a terminology called toilet bowls. You know what that means, right?
Toilet bowls.
In Dubai, when women go to be toilet bowls.
No.
So you remember when you used to see the wave of girls always saying, "I'm in Dubai"?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Unc, you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Do you know why girls were going to Dubai?
No.
They're gonna be human toilet.
There was going to be human toilet bowls.
Oh, they were getting shit on.
Yes.
Oh, by the rich dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's where the terminology
Okay,
toilet bowl comes from. So now they would be posting pictures there by themselves. "I prayed for this life. Boss babe, you can do what I'm doing." And we're like, no, you're getting rammed by 2 camels.
Yeah.
See, what happens is when they keep coming back, they up it. So the sheik or whatever, the oil tycoon is like, "Yo, you know, my 14-year-old nephew, he got to get his rocks off." Then it's, "Yo, you know, what's up, my camel?" You know? And this sounds like a joke,
Yeah.
but it ain't.
They be fucking camels.
Because first of all, they have so much money. They'll ask for your bank account and they'll send the girls 30 bands just for the conversation. Now, 30 bands, I don't care what era you in, it's 30
She's gonna be like, how bad could it be?
So now they fly them out, they take them shopping.
Oh my God.
That doesn't even count
First
on
class,
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Then they chill, find restaurants. So the girls is videotaping. And it's like, all right, doom, doom, doom. It's time to get to it. It's time to get to it.
Yeah.
They think it's regular fucking.
Yeah.
So, and it's
No,
not
no,
on
no.
camera. So they're just like, I'll let the sheik shit on my face. No one's gonna know. My future husband's never gonna know. And I'm gonna walk out with maybe 150 bands for 4 days of humiliation.
Wow.
So they want to be toilet bowls to take pictures. Because notice when girls go to Dubai, it was never in a group picture.
It never got with him.
It was always by themselves.
Yeah.
So go back to 2016 and 18 and then know what it was. Now they can't do it. Everyone's caught on.
Niggas know what's up.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So when they're going to do it, which they are, it's just not being like, I'm going to Dubai. It's just like,
Yeah.
So some of them got rammed by a camel. I want you to know this. Because Ghost and I were talking about the other day about seeking arrangement. He didn't know what that. You know what that is?
Seeking arrangements?
Yes.
See, that has nothing to do with marriage, does it?
Guys, they're girls online, and they're available for a particular price based on the services you need. Okay. So some guys will be like, "I need sex every Monday. What's your allowance?" Or, "Hey, I want a girl that can just give me a hand job once a month. What's your allowance?" And you come up with an arrangement. So you're seeking for somebody to give you a particular service. Some guys are into some super duper freaky shit.
Yeah.
And they want the veil of privacy. And that's it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I told Ghost about it. Seeking arrangement.
That's out
Seeking
my
arrangement.
league.
Yeah. You can get a whole bunch of broads and be like, "All right, this is your allowance. $1,200 a week, but I need you to be part of my gangbang or whatever." And they'll go for it.
Interesting.
So Excellence is not an act; it's a habit.
Yeah. I got that from Kenny Smith.
Okay.
Kenny Smith told me that at Prime 112. Like, you don't just wake up and do something great one time. It's over a process. You keep being. It's a process to being great.
Yeah.
You wake up to be great every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's no days off.
Yeah.
To being great. You have to take one step forward to being great. When things not going right in your life, you might not do everything that you're supposed to do, but you're going to take steps forward. You might not take the 5 steps forward that you've been taking, but you're going to take 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
You still have to keep forward. You still have to look towards being great every day. Where if you're trying to accomplish an ultimate goal, and even when you get to that goal, people stop wanting to be great. People rest on their laurels all the time. Yo, this is coming in. This is cool. Yo, I was making no money a month. Now I'm making $3,000 a month. Yo, okay, I'm good. Nah, that's one step.
Yeah.
To being great.
Being great to the next step.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the fuel the fire.
Last 2 tweets. I remember I was getting money with this one stripper. So one night, she got gangbanged by 3 Mexicans in a strip club. When she was done, she saw a girl dancing on me and just started crying.
That's I broke my arm because of that stripper later on. Guys, they had a shootout over her, and this big bitch fell on my arm, snapped it, whatever. Oof. I spoke about that when I interviewed with Charlemagne years ago.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you do things with girls, pimps aren't made, they're chosen.
Yeah.
So sometimes a girl will be like, I'm gonna choose you to roll with me.
Yeah.
Because whatever, she might see something in you that other guys would be like, yo, let me chill, or let me whatever. So we went to this spot on 42nd Street, right there in Times Square. It was like a penthouse. And she was Honduras, actually. No, Panamanian.
Panamanian, okay.
So we in there. Oh, okay. Salute. Rotten. I like that. She got some fire pussy. Yeah. Yo, Esso's like, what's wrong with you? But huh? She heard me. Yeah. But let's fast forward. So there's these 3 Mexicans, which is weird because you don't see Mexicans in New York.
Yeah.
And they're on her because they can tell she's Spanish. So they took her to the back, and they had a whirl with her. Yeah. And she's taking forever. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm going to get some bread out of this. So a couple of girls just started dancing on me. And she came and she had like a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And all her homegirls are like, yo, you were wrong for that. And I was like, what? She just got a train ran on her by 3 Mexicans. You don't have no right to tell me I'm wrong for another girl dancing on me. Whatever the political landscape or whatever the terminology or the rules of engagement, you're bugging.
You don't know how to pimp.
Pimp what?
You said you was brought to the pimp. You was chosen and you wasn't pimping.
Oh, no, that was the end of that conversation.
You were supposed to let her get the train ran on her.
Oh, she got the train ran on her.
You were supposed to get the money and you were supposed to massage her. You were supposed to be there ready.
No.
Yeah, that's what a good
the fact that you even open your fucking mouth is offensive.
You ain't pimping.
No, fuck that shit. You let these niggas run gang bang on you. You're smiling, having the time of your life, and you gonna come to me?
Yeah,
and you gotta
bring me that money,
please.
Bring me that money and come over here, yo. You ready? You gonna be ready for the 3 Mexicans again? Cause they want to pay again.
Oh no, she went back again.
Yeah, and you were supposed to get that money.
I got the money.
You wasn't there to pay.
I got the money. I just was like, how dare you?
So
don't even fix your face.
If you there to pimp, you can't spend your pimp money on the next stripper.
No, I'm not spending no. The girl was dancing on me for free.
So maybe she didn't know that. Maybe she.
It doesn't matter. You got a train ran on you.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? She's
No.
You're
hearing wrong. You are already letting 3 niggas ramrod you. everything's out the window.
That's
you can't, no.
So you didn't know you was that pimping. You thought you was together.
It doesn't matter. Shut your mouth. I can do what I want. That's my rules of engagement.
Yeah.
Don't you fix your face. Now, has she made no money?
He didn't know he was pimping ghosts. He thought
She made no money.
together.
She wasn't around no guys.
Yeah.
I could see her being like, oh my God. Bitch, you made your money for the night.
She bought you there to pimp, though. She
It doesn't matter.
To be her nigga.
No. See, that's rewarding bad behavior.
She
That- no.
to be her pimp.
But
He don't understand. He's supposed to get paid. He was.
but what are you talking about?
Yo, listen, we are together, but I'm a hoe, and you can be my pimp, okay?
But a bitch would
That's
never
what she
tell a
was
pimp
trying
what
to
to
tell
do.
him. We together, mister, all right? I'm your hoe. I'ma fuck you, but you gonna be my pimp too. Let's get this money. She
But
thought
what are you
y'all
talking-
was cool. This BagFuel.
But
She
you're
thought
not
y'all was
listening.
cool.
I never said nothing about the money not coming in. She decided to do the woman shit.
What's that?
Get in her feelings. Everyone's recognizing.
Because you wasn't pimping right. You was
What
supposed
is
to
it?
have the strippers on. You supposed to get your money.
No,
and chill.
see, you haven't been around. These pimps be having the strippers around them.
Nah, not if they not paying. They got their own bitches.
What?
They all them niggas bitches.
You not in this world.
They all them niggas bitches.
I don't tell you
I'll
about
be
the
in strip
music industry.
club.
No.
They all niggas bitches.
You talking about regular strip club. I told you I went to a
So she
spot
violated-
on 42nd Street.
Yeah.
It's different rules of engagement.
Oh, 42nd,
I'm
then
on the
Starlets.
underground.
Starlets to 42nd is different.
No,
my bad.
no.
My bad, Star. I only know about Stars. I don't know about 42nd
Yeah,
Street.
that's the bullshit with
My
the
bad.
BBL,
My bad.
the
My
Colombians.
bad. I stand corrected. I only know
Yeah.
about Starlets and them type of things. I don't know
No,
about he top grade with the shit on 42nd Street.
Nuh-uh. Seeking arrangement. You didn't know about
Ask me
that,
my
right?
last question. We gotta get our car. Ask me my last
Yeah.
question.
All right, so I just want to talk about the frontal lobe a little bit,
Okay, what up? What up about it?
right? So I'm in my 30s. I'm 30, and we have the younger generation after us,
Yeah.
right? And many times, altercations or whatever, life happens.
Mm-hmm.
And at 16, you won't feel that way at 26, hopefully, right? So explain why you're so adamant when you say the frontal lobe wasn't developed.
Okay. Because the frontal lobe is key with you developing skills to make the right decisions. So if your frontal lobe is not developed, you already know that you're not making cognitive right decisions along the way. Now, some of us develop faster,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But the idea is guys don't develop, that their frontal lobe does not develop until they're at least 25 or later.
Yeah.
I feel like mine didn't really develop till I was 30.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
There's
it
a
real.
reason for that.
You know what I'm saying? But people's frontal lobe is very important
Yeah.
because you make different decisions when you're younger. So when you're 16 years old, you might get upset about something that when you're 25 years old, you'll shrug it off and be like, that's a part of life.
Yeah.
Because you've been through it, you've developed, your frontal lobe developed, your fucking decision making developed. You can realize these things aren't as major as I once thought that they was.
Yeah.
In hindsight. So that's why it's very important for me to have people understand, because people pick and choose these, things that they point out about these younger kids.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think it's fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't make the right decisions when we was younger, and there were people that was telling us
Yeah.
the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And we were still choosing not to listen, just like they wasn't. Now, if they going to get guns and they shooting niggas, no, I don't condone that. But you might have been going to sell drugs and killing niggas in that way.
Yeah.
Back then, nobody cared, or it was not a fucking difference. My parents are old. They think weed is dope. They think everything that's a drug is dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah,
Oh, that's that dope. No, that's weed. That's cool. No, everything ain't dope. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got a different way of fucking looking at things. But I think that if we realize that once the frontal lobe really comes into play
Yeah.
with thought process, decision making, emotional reaction, then you know that that's why these young kids are going through some of the things that us adults are looking at it like, why is that going on? Why are they not thinking about it? They're not fully developed yet.
Fully developed.
I think always remember. I ask you this question: when did you stop feeling you were invincible? At what age?
At what age did I stop thinking I was invincible?
Because when we're young, we don't think we're gonna die.
Yeah.
We don't think that when there's a shootout, we're not gonna get hit by bullets.
Yeah.
So at what age you're like, I can die?
I was 18 when my man Fuad.
Congratulations.
Yeah, my man Fuad was murdered. So
Because you saw it.
You had.
Yeah.
Now, understand.
When I was 14, the dude got murdered right
Let me
next
show
to
you
me.
something
High
with the
school.
frontal lobe. He said 30. You know why that's an important age? What's the cutoff age for the military? Not the minimum age, the older age.
Is it 30 years old? I don't know.
That at a certain age, you can't get in the military.
yeah.
But they have older dudes who are 47 that still run brigades
But
and
they've
whatever.
been in there already.
Yeah,
been
but
in there.
if you take a dude at 32 and you give him 15 years and he's in physical condition, because at 18, you don't have a problem taking orders. You don't got a family.
Yeah.
Think about it. Back in the day, 90% of the men probably never slept with a woman because they were going to war and they would die on the battlefield. Never smelled a piece of ass, nothing, never had a family.
crazy, yeah.
No, nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
This is one of the first generations we're experiencing everything. Think about World War II is what, 80 years ago, if my math is correct. Those guys were dying.
My parents is 80.
Yeah.
There you go.
Both of them.
So the frontal lobe, no matter what we do, it won't hit until we have experience and we hit a certain age, sadly. But what Esso said is we have to understand we were once those kids and give them the grace of not understanding
That's
and
the
guiding
word I was
them
gonna say,
instead
grace.
of chastising them and saying, oh, my nigga, why you dumb for? We were dumb, nigga.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Mad dumb.
Yeah.
Mad dumb.
I know the elections are going on,
I don't vote, so it don't matter.
but you did say this: Black people gotta stop trusting Democrats.
Yeah.
So how have Black people been misled by the Democratic Party?
Okay. Financially right now, are we better off now than we were when we had Trump?
No.
Bang. And they all cousins.
Yeah, they're all family.
It's like a fucking cop and a DEA agent and FBI. They all arrest niggas.
Yeah.
They all cousins.
You want to know
bro.
something? The person that owns this studio, right? She did a live show with her other co-hosts. I remember this vividly. And they did a live show in the city. That was their first live show. I remember I had to walk out of the live show. I never even told them this. One of my business partners called me and said, yo, they're planning on trying to get rid of Section 8. So they started rounding up influential Black dudes in the community to overturn the vote. And he just said, yo, voting doesn't matter because I'm sitting with Democrats and Republicans. And they needed the Black faces to help drive it. It wouldn't have been enough if it was white, Asians, or whatever. So when I learned that, I said, it doesn't matter. Because you never notice, no matter whoever votes, the Asian community doesn't change. The Jewish community doesn't change. You know why? Because like my man Esso always says, they got money.
And they stick together.
Thank
They
you.
sit together.
We done?
Money, yeah, we done.
Yeah.
We done. It's been real.
All right. Message to your younger self.
Ah, man. Me, I'll go first. Message to my younger self, man. Don't take this shit too seriously. If I knew what the music business really was, I would have did something else.
Have more confidence. As a man, you building up your confidence. There's things you're uncertain of. I don't have no older brothers, so everything was trial by error with me.
Yeah.
So there are times I was like, I don't know about this, I don't know about that, but probably that saved my life,
Yeah.
you know? But I would just say just have more confidence. That's it.
Yeah. Message to the youth.
You don't let anybody dictate what your future is. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure on kids. Oh, you're 18. You're supposed to know what you want to do. Very fortunate you have a guy like Esso who has a sense of direction. I always say he's not the norm.
Yeah.
So we have kids, we like, yo, you're supposed to know what you want to do. And I'm like, that's not how that works, bro. He might want to be a mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
Or he might want to be a painter or whatever, but Just figure it out. And start a YouTube channel, because there's money in this shit.
Yeah.
That's my, yeah. For you kids, get your money digitally. And then make it.
I was about to say,
yeah.
The streets ain't the only way.
Thank you.
That's all I would say.
Yeah, man. So let us know where we can find you guys. Let the world know where you can find you.
Man, you can find us at BagFuel on Instagram, BagFuel TV on YouTube. You can find me ESSO WRLD on Instagram. No O in the world. And
Give them my name too.
You can find him Hynaken, HYNAKEN. You also can find my man Space Ghost, because he's not on camera, but he's definitely
famous.
An intricate part of what we got going on. And he's SP8GHOST.
The number 8 after the P.
Yeah, the number 8. So that's just the team. That's how we moving. I hope I move this way for the rest of my life. I hope we go on to get riches and all the greatest things that we could ever accomplish together, and everybody fulfill their dreams.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for.
That's a beautiful thing, man. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys for your time. Part 2 someday, and see me on BagFuel someday.
Oh, we gonna talk.
Yeah.
It's a different level octane.